feel good when we put on our makeup. And
Mhm.
I've been putting on makeup since a teenager. Like you said, your mom got you into it. My mom got me into it. She never left the house without makeup.
Mhm.
And same, I got into that as well. Never left the house without makeup, all the way up from a teenager. And I dealt with a lot of insecurities as a child as far as the acne scarring. I don't know what it was with my nose. My nose has always got like the worst acne bumps
Mhm.
ever. So like if any opportunity to cover that up, I was covering it up.
Yeah.
So like we always talk about makeup as a mask, but then at the same time, like you said, that empowerment, it could be like self-care as well. Welcome to Journey to Joy Live, a podcast to promote wellness, resilience, and inspire joy. Be empowered to balance your mental, physical, financial, aspirational, and social health while providing mental health awareness and breaking down the stigma of mental illness in the Black community. I'm your host, Dr. If Joy, and I'm here to help you transform life's challenges into opportunities for joy. Let's begin the journey together. Hey, welcome to episode 107, More Than Skin Deep, Makeup, Mental Health, and the Mask We Wear. And I have my friend here, Melanie Spry. She's a certified makeup artist. Amazing. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, so tell everyone more about you.
Yes, so I am Melanie Spry, certified makeup artist. I have been in the beauty industry for about 16 years. I actually went full time within the business a year ago, but I launched my actual business almost 10 years ago. So
Nice.
I absolutely love all things beauty. It kind of started out in the household from my mom. And so from there, I've just really gravitated and studied makeup, beauty, and I love it.
That's dope. And you rocking it out. Your business is Majestic Knowing Beauty at majesticknowingbeauty.com. And you can find her on Instagram. And I believe your TikTok is the same as this one as well, right?
Yeah, it is.
Awesome. So what made you get into the beauty industry?
Well, what made me get into it, like I said, it was my mom. In middle school, my mom introduced me to my first skincare set. Simple cleanser, simple moisturizer. And I did that all the way up until high school, right? High school graduation came, my mom did my makeup, and after doing my makeup, I loved it. Everybody was like, "Oh, she looks so beautiful." And just made me feel good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward, I decided to follow in my mother's footsteps by being in direct sales. She was in direct sales,
Ah.
introduced to skincare, right?
Mm-hmm.
Direct sales, I just began to learn a lot about makeup application. And from there, I started to get training by well known makeup artists, people also within the direct sales industry. And that's pretty much how my start came. From there, it just skyrocketed, right? Um, yeah, it just went fast forward, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm so enjoying this." But within that direct sales, I started having my own customers ask me to do
Mm.
makeup application for, like, their special events, their weddings, their photo
Oh,
shoots,
nice.
and just to see that final reveal from doing their makeup, I began to realize this is something that I could really do and empower, ladies to feel good about themselves. So
Yes.
still on that journey. When you came to
Mm-hmm.
the topic, I was like, "Let's do it. Yes, let's do it."
Yeah, and you said it just now. You said empower ladies to feel good about themselves. And that's really the jumping point of this subject. We feel good when we put on our makeup. And
Yeah.
I've been putting on makeup since a teenager. Like you said, your mom got you into it. My mom got me into it. She never left the house without makeup.
Mhm.
And same, I got into that as well. Never left the house without makeup, all the way up from a teenager. And I dealt with a lot of insecurities as a child as far as the acne scarring. I don't know what it was with my nose. My nose has always got like the worst acne bumps
Mhm.
ever. So like if any opportunity to cover that up, I was covering it up.
Yeah.
So like we always talk about makeup as a mask, but then at the same time, like you said, that empowerment, it could be like self-care as well. So what let's talk about that and how those 2 merge.
Yes, absolutely. So, um, the thing that I like to put out there is putting on a face. So, normally when I'm running home from church or from a special event, my first comment is, "Let me take my face off," right?
Mhm.
Often we are trying to really just mask more than blemishes. We're trying
Mhm.
soften heartbreak, some insecurities, just, hiding exhaustion. There are a lot of things
Mm.
we do when we put on a face, right? It can be an armor that we just use to shield us from the world that demands perfection. It's
Mhm.
lots of things, but at the end of the day, um, we as women need to know that we are fearfully and wonderfully made.
No matter
I
what.
actually use that in my business, Psalms 139, right? We are
Please.
perfectly made. So that's what I stand by, understanding and knowing that you don't have to shield yourself by applying makeup, putting on your face. Okay. Of course, we can put on a face because it makes us feel good, but that's not something that I feel like I want women to have to hide behind by putting on makeup just to feel good about themselves. Feel good about yourself because you know that you're fearfully and wonderfully made and marvelous are his works.
Regardless of it.
Regardless.
Exactly. It is just so interesting because it can be both. Like, I literally was saying on the reel this week, like, it's both to me. Like, it's
Mhm.
self-care. I feel good about every little application of what I do. Like, it's a really good part of my routine, but it also makes me feel more confident. And there's only a couple times that I leave the house without, makeup, and that's when I go for a run, and nobody gonna see me anyway. Or because even if I go to a race, there's a lot of people there. I'm putting my makeup on for that race. But if I need to quickly get out the house to get the kids to school, fine. I'll go without makeup. But that's new for me to just be around people without my makeup. But it just seems like the older you get a little bit more confident in general. And although I'm still insecure about it, it's kind of like, it is what it is. But yeah, makeup, it's like a double standard for a lot of us women.
It is, yes. And I have my own insecurities, when applying makeup because I deal with discoloration. I also deal with blemishes, and I felt like I don't want to leave out the house and I'm looking, you know, two different shades and having these blemishes from these acne, these breakouts that I've been receiving, that I've been popping. So, I mean, yeah, I had the insecurities as well. And what I did was, and what I'm doing, I am currently working on my problem areas so that I don't have to feel like I need makeup every time I step out of the house. So, I have monthly facials now
Ooh.
seeing those blemishes and those dark spots. Like I am working on that because I'm realizing, with age, things change. And it's
Mhm.
necessarily changing for the better.
Yeah.
More so, fine lines and wrinkles. Let's work on treating those things versus, trying to have that long-term fix by applying makeup because that's not a long-term
It's
fix at
not.
all.
It's a mask. It's just on and off,
The
and
ma-
that's it. It's not actually
yeah.
helping the situation underneath the makeup. And I'm always talking about self-care, self-care, self-care. And it just occurred to me, like, actually, when I invited you to speak a few months ago, I'm like, I don't do skin self-care. And, like, I'm just gonna be raw and honest right here. People gonna be like, "What?" But I was literally looking at a Netflix show, watching a lady do her routine, and I'm like, "I don't do serums. I don't do moisturizers. I literally just wash my face and then put on makeup." But there's this whole other thing that women are doing, like you said, facials. There's my friend, she does patchology. She does her facials at home, and she puts on masks and all these things. I'm like, I don't even do any of that, and it's actually things you can do to actually work on your insecurities.
It
Hmm.
is, and that's something that you actually need to do, especially as you get older, because, we tend to not like the fine lines and wrinkles, but that's something that you need to work on. So, having that at home self-care moment, even by going to, the spa just to get a facial like I'm doing, those moments are so relaxing and they're needed. But a point that I wanna make is with that, treatment at home with the serums and the moisturizers and the creams. I
Mhm.
do all of that. I
You said
talk
you do?
I do all of that,
See?
yes. Talk about that, like, on my platform. I put out
Hey.
videos me doing self-care, but the most important thing is that's what you need to do in order to have a nice canvas whenever you are applying makeup.
Mm.
It's your canvas. You can't go out looking dry, patchy, flaky, fine lines and wrinkles, and then sit in my chair and want me to just make a miracle.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You have to have a good
You
foundation.
have to have a good canvas. Like, I can make a miracle. I can
Canvas
make
can be dirty and scratchy.
I can make a miracle happen, but I
Right.
need you to know you're gonna pay for that miracle because that takes a lot of time. That takes great product. And what I do in that hour and 30 minutes in my chair, it's not gonna give you that long time finish
Short
that you're looking.
term.
Yes, so you have to
Short
do the
term.
work on your end. And I do. I freelance with a cosmetic brand, MAC Cosmetics. So I freelance with them part-time. Ladies are always coming into the store wanting to know about concealer.
Mhm.
My
Okay.
first question is, what do you wanna do with concealer? I hear so many different responses. I hear, "I wanna have brightness under my eyes. I wanna get rid of the dark circles." Okay.
Yeah.
So I find a shade and I have them sit in the chair and then I apply concealer on them.
Mhm.
Not what they're looking for. That result is not what they're looking for. A lot
Ah,
of times, ladies are trying to use concealer to conceal darkness under their eye.
right.
That's not necessarily just a concealer, that's a color corrector. See, you have to
Oh,
treat it
oh.
or you can actually get the result that you're looking for. So, my point is, doing your skincare regimen at home will give you the outcome that you're looking for with makeup. So, you don't
Yeah.
necessarily always use makeup to mask that darkness. Go ahead and use that skincare to treat those dark circles, those fine lines and wrinkles.
Well, I need to go to MK Beauty and look at these videos that you are talking about for this skincare routine. But let's talk about, I mean, of course, the self-care. We want a good skincare routine because we want to keep our skin healthy. It's a large organ of our bodies. We want to keep it healthy. But let's
Absolutely.
talk about why we feel like we have to cover it up and mask it. I mean, when you think of the dark circles, I mean, the closest animal I can think of is like a raccoon, and nobody's over there talking about a raccoon and how the raccoon needs to cover up his dark spots, or a Dalmatian, like they don't need to cover up their spots. It's just like, obviously society puts us in this, and I have no idea where these dark spots come from under my makeup, but it's just there. And I'm like, "Where did it come from?" And that person doesn't have it. You constantly feel like you're comparing to other people. But let's just talk about how society gets us in this place. Because why isn't it okay to just go out with my dark spots?
It absolutely is okay. And sometimes, the dark circles, the dark spots, that could just be hereditary. A lot of times people don't realize it's hereditary. It could be from stress, it could be a lack of sleep. So
Yeah.
yes, feel confident with going out as you are. I
Mhm.
remember, Alicia Keys, she decided to stop wearing makeup altogether. She would just go out with her bare.
Yes.
And do you remember everybody was like, "I can't believe she's doing that, like, she's a star, she's a well-known person in the public eye." They tried to actually down her, but she later came out with a skincare line because she's like, "I need
Mm.
makeup to make me feel a certain type of way. I don't need this makeup to have me look a certain way when I'm out in public." So, I applaud her
That's
for doing
awesome.
that.
She's naturally you hear that naturally beautiful thing.
And then you started hearing other, known celebrities do the same thing. But a lot of times we really are going out with that makeup on, with that mask on, because we don't want to be raw. We don't want to be tender. We don't want to be uncomfortable out in public. We want to have on
Yeah.
to look a certain type of way. And again, like I
Vulnerability of the bare face.
Ability, exactly. So, I mean, I've done it. I have done it. I have gone out, feeling like I need to have just a little bit of makeup on, or if I don't have makeup on, I'll put on some sunglasses, feeling like I can hide
Over something.
of sunglasses. But just knowing, once I started working on my targeted issues, my
Mhm.
problems, I feel comfortable going out with no makeup on now.
It's interesting. I mean, the more you talk about, the better you feel because even this week, just putting out that I was doing this episode, like I found myself wearing less makeup because
Yeah.
I was like ready to do this talk. And I'm like, interesting,
Mhm.
right? And,
Yeah.
hearing what you said about Alicia Keys and made me think about how there's constantly, they're doing corrections and photoshopping and AI digital stuff just to make people not even look real, just so
Yeah.
they can perfect. And I remember when I went to not this tour of Beyonce, but the Renaissance tour, we were so close. This was so
Mhm.
cool. We were so close that I could see her imperfections.
Oh,
And I
wow.
remember thinking like, wow,
Yeah.
Beyonce's human. Like, I could just saw just certain things in her skin that you couldn't digitally replace that because 'cause I'm live, I can see her, and I'm just like, "Yeah." So, it's just, like, for us to get to a point where we're honoring and applauding, like, just being natural, and I was thinking about this today. I'm natural, right? So, I don't have the false eyelashes or hair, I'm natural as far as hair, but, like, that doesn't count when it comes to wearing makeup, you're not natural, so it's like but that's okay too.
It absolutely is okay. And you know what? When you think about, like, the no makeup look, that is a thing. You can actually have a quote unquote "no makeup look" by just having on a light coverage, like a skin tint.
Mhm,
You can
mhm.
have that natural dewy look,
True.
so you
That's true.
don't necessarily have to feel like I'm truly made up, I'm hiding behind this mask because that skin tint is very light, it's sheer, and it's gonna show your imperfections.
Mhm. For
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a matter of how you do it, and I remember having conversations with my sister and my mom, like, as we were growing up, because my sister quickly decided she wasn't gonna wear makeup no more, and we were trying to convince her, like, "Well, why aren't you wearing makeup?" Like, we didn't think she was ugly, it just was weird because my mom and I would wear makeup,
Mhm.
and my friend was just like, "Well, you just look professional and polished when you wear makeup."
Yes.
And although that's true, it's like we still can't knock the person without makeup for going to work because 'cause they're the ones confident. It's like there's this back and forth with that.
Yes, there is back and forth with that, but you know what? You can have groomed brows, you can have on a lipstick or gloss, and you could still look like you have on makeup. You know,
Mhm.
you still feel confident in your skin. It does not necessarily have to be a full face of makeup. Like I said, you could do a skin tint. Right now, skin tint is the thing because these summer months, these warm, hot months, no one wants all that heavy makeup on. I know I don't.
Mhm.
I actually have on a skin tint today. It's just
Oh, you looking good, girl.
you. And see, it's all about the application. But yeah, I feel light. I feel confident. I feel good. And like I said, now I don't really feel like I have to put on a face when I go out in public. Now I'll, make myself up when I'm in a large setting, uh,
Yeah.
because I just want to represent my brand, my beauty brand, right? So anytime someone compliments me on, my makeup, I could easily just have that conversation, introduce myself as, I'm a certified makeup artist. But if I'm just running to the grocery store or I'm hanging out date night,
Never.
I don't feel like I have to have on makeup, whereas before I
When
did.
you said date night, you don't feel like you have to put on makeup? You
Me
sound
neither.
like them reels where the guy looks at his wife, like, on social media looking all amazing, but when she with him
Yeah, exactly. Like, not anymore. I don't feel like and honestly, we had date night last week, and I'm out there just barefaced, and I'm laughing, having a good
and
time,
that's okay.
feeling free in my authentic self.
Gotcha. So, I mean, you talk to a lot of women, and, the same way I feel like a hairstylist is like a therapist, a barber's a therapist, a bartender's a therapist. I feel like the makeup artist is a therapist. Like, do you hear people go deep and talk about their beauty and insecurities?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely hear that. Again, I hear people talk about, the fine lines and wrinkles. I hear people tell stories of how they used to look, before they reached their 30s, their 40s, their 50s. And I've also had people share personal trauma stories, domestic, you know, abuse situations. So a lot of people feel like they have to have on that makeup because of that. But in my chair, I'm letting them know, this is a part of who you are. This shows your authentic self. This shows your vulnerability. This shows your
Yeah.
strength, your resilience. Even like a burn victim, you think about
Oh, wow, yeah.
a, a burn in their face. Um, they don't necessarily want that to show, but again, treating it will help you in the long run
Mhm.
versus putting on makeup and getting, something in that burn, especially if it's not at its healing state or if it hasn't
Yeah,
ready. So,
yeah.
yes, I absolutely have ladies that have sat in my chair. Sometimes, yes, I do feel like a therapist, and
Right.
I'm feeling like, "Okay, this is a bit much. Why me?"
Hey, you the only one. They don't even have it, that send 'em to me.
Exactly. I need to.
Now,
Yeah.
when you mentioned domestic violence, is that in a situation where she's actively been abused, like the previous night and has to cover it up, or in a more long-term situation, has to
More
cover it?
long term,
Okay.
definitely more long term, because if it was something the night before, I would then, like, let me help you. Let's strategize. Do you want to get out of this? And if you want to get out of this, let's strategize. Let's figure out a plan how you can get out of this. But no, it was more so long term.
Yeah, okay, good, good, good. Now, do you have advice that you might give to clients who feel like they need to wear makeup in order to feel confident?
So my advice to someone who feels like they need to wear makeup,
Yeah.
I would start with why. Let's have the conversation of what beauty means to you. Why do you feel like makeup is needed?
Mhm.
Because, it's individual preference. There are no rules, right? Makeup can be creative. People can express their creativity through makeup. So, with that, again, why? And if I'm listening to your why and your why does not sound valid to indicate a real logistic reason on why you need this makeup,
Yeah.
then begin to, pour into you and let you know that whatever your feature is that I'm looking at, whether that's your high cheekbones, your
Mhm.
beautiful eyes, your full lips,
Mhm.
those nice thick brows. Because you know what?
Mhm.
Everybody doesn't have nice thick brows. You have people who want nice thick brows. So I would
Yeah,
just begin to pour into them and have them look in the mirror and have them see what I see,
at the raw them.
the
Yeah.
real them, and let them know you don't have to wear makeup just to feel good about yourself. But again, there are no rules if you feel like you have to, but I truly wanna know why do you feel like this? Because it could be a thing, like you mentioned earlier, feeling like you had to wear makeup because you saw your mom leave the house every day with makeup on. So you're probably just trying to mirror something that you are accustomed to seeing, but not
Mhm.
really taking the time to understand what it does for you.
Mhm. Exactly. That's really good. And so, I mean, it definitely appears that makeup can be a form of therapy, but are we actually numbing something deeper with our contour and concealer? It definitely seems like we could be.
We actually are. Like I said, we're masking emotions. We're
Mhm.
masking, trauma. We're masking our uneven skin tone, our fine lines and wrinkles, our tiredness, our stressful night the night before. So it's a numerous of things that you could be masking.
Mhm.
But like again, you don't have to. It's just a temporary fix.
Yeah.
Do you feel confident without the enhancements, or can we just sit fully in ourselves and be okay with ourselves is the
Are we
question.
okay with ourselves without the makeup, without all those things? Because it reminds me of, like, when you're not having a good day, and you're like, "You know what? Let me put my favorite outfit on, put my heels on, my perfume, my makeup, do my hair," and you just feel better, and that's kinda like one of those times where it is a self-care, but it is a quick fix, but if there's something underneath all that and you're just consistently depressed and consistently hating yourself, feeling like a failure, maybe there's some work that needs to be done as far as therapy, loving yourself, some work on that. Loving yourself is so important.
It is important. And you know what? I forgot to mention there's a thing that I do every morning. When I wake up, I'm looking in the mirror and I am affirming myself. I'm speaking positive affirmation
Yeah.
to
There you
myself.
go. That joy, yeah.
I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am beautiful. I am God's creation. I
Yep.
am loved. I am blessed. I am understood. I am heard. I'm valued. I'm speaking those things into myself when I'm looking in the mirror. I'm also saying that I am God's masterpiece. And sometimes you have to get up and affirm yourself. You have
Have
to
to.
believe in yourself even when you don't feel like it. You have to look yourself in that mirror and speak to yourself. You have to pour into
Yeah.
yourself. You cannot allow or wait for someone else to pour into you.
Positive affirmations are important. I talk about that all the time. It's as if you've been watching my podcast,
You
Melanie.
know? Yeah.
That's how you get that joy. So it's definitely important. I mean, sometimes you can feel like makeup is no wearing no makeup is not really no makeup. It's just another curated version of ourselves. But that just goes to show that whatever's underneath that, we have to do the work, and that's where the positive affirmations come in at. So that's
Absolutely.
important. Yeah.
So it's more so like, are we escaping ourselves? Or are we expressing ourselves? Which one?
Oh, that's good.
Which one?
Ooh.
Expressing ourselves? Or are we escaping ourselves?
Exactly. So which one are you doing? And if it's escaping yourselves, figure out why. Why are you escaping yourself? What is it about yourself that you don't want to sit with or be alone with? Or do you have trouble looking in the mirror? A lot of people have trouble even looking in the mirror to even put on the makeup
They
or
do.
taking pictures. Or
They
like I even have patients, I'll be like, you got to turn your camera on. I can't do this without the camera. And I say, but Doctor, man, I don't like looking at myself. They don't even wanna look at themselves on the FaceTime or whatever.
But the question is, why? What do you see? Like, let's dig deep and determine what is holding you back from truly accepting
Who you are.
what you see and who you are. What
Yeah.
is that about?
That comparison virus gotta go. Cause
Girl,
comparing yourself to somebody else, it ain't gonna happen.
you know what? Comparison is the thief of joy. That's what that is.
There it is, a joy thief.
And it's just like you're taking away your joy. But why? But why?
Mhm.
Why?
Mhm.
So, I mean, it could be a number of reasons why. A lot of people, they're dealing with hurt, childhood issues that,
Mhm.
they grow up into adulthood and they still hold on to that. And
Yeah.
this year has really been my year of learning me,
Mhm.
why I respond to certain things the way that I do, and also learning what triggers me.
Yes,
So I'm
yes.
taking that
Ooh, know your triggers.
or yes, I've been having that time this year to determine why do I respond to certain things the way that I do and what triggers me. And it's
Yeah.
back to, different situations, different scenarios
Mhm.
that I just didn't realize, okay, that's really a thing, or I'm really bothered by that.
Mhm.
I've been taking the time to heal myself and not
Yes.
hide behind,
Awesome, that's empowering. That self-awareness is key.
this.
Yeah, it helps you, and it helps you grow, go to the next phase. It helps with the self-grace,
Exactly.
self-care, and self-love, self-worth, all the things. That's really important.
And it also helps you to um love, truly accept love, truly share love, express love. It does.
Yes.
Yeah. But that
Yes.
comparison thing, back to that's not good. Um And I say that because, again, when I'm in that retail setting and I have customers
Mhm.
in, they're always pulling up a video, a picture, and they wanna look like someone.
Oh, yeah, exactly, I
Yeah.
bet.
And my clients, I'm like, "Do you have an inspo pic?" An inspo pic is a pic that you like, but when you show me that inspo pic, I'm instantly gonna tell you, you will not look like this picture.
Mhm.
Your eye shape is different.
And that's
So, you may
okay.
see somebody's eyeshadow, but with
Yeah.
eye shape, you're not gonna see that much eyeshadow how you see on this person. This lip color, it won't look good on you. It won't look good on you
Oh, yeah, I hear makeup artists say that all the time. Like, "What well, why doesn't it look good on me?"
because of the color, because of the pigment in that shade, because your lips are too full or your lips are too thin. Saying it
Mhm,
in a
mhm, mhm.
not just so blunt and directly, but just sharing the fact that, what
Right.
you see is not always for you.
Yeah, and it's important to honor your uniqueness. What is it about your face that's unique? It's not like, "Oh, I'm weird or I'm ugly." What's unique? And, unique gives a positive spin on it. In the exercise world, we say, "Well, if you don't like push-ups, do more of it. If you don't like burpees, do more of it. If you don't like something on your face, love on it more in some way and speak into the positivity of that uniqueness of yourself." I know it was always my nose. Like, I just did not like my nose. I think at one point I didn't like my teeth, but I've quickly got over that because my
Mhm.
smile is so nice.
Yeah.
But it was also attached to me feeling like I could never meet anybody or no one would ever want me or that I could never get married. Obviously, getting married does help that because I'm like, "Oh, there is somebody who cares and loves my skin." So, it's helpful, but, ask yourself, what is it about, what's attached to that negativity about that feature that you're so stuck on? But
Exactly.
doing the work, recognizing the triggers, that helps.
Yes, absolutely. And that's one of the things that I specialize in with my artistry. I am looking to enhance your feature. So whatever that feature
Love
may
it.
be, I'm going to make sure we highlight that feature and point that feature out.
Mhm.
Again, if it's your nice full brows, because some people they feel like my brows are too thick. No, your brows are not
That's
thick.
good.
Perfect. If you have those full lips, let's bring out the perfect lip shade for you. If you have those high cheekbones, ooh, let's do that contour, baby, and bring out those cheekbones. Let those
Bring
cheeks.
out more, like the tall ladies that wear 6-inch
Yeah,
heels, enhance it.
exactly.
Shoot.
Exactly. If you have big, beautiful eyes, let's bring out those eyes. Let's have those eyes be the highlight of this look. So that's definitely one of the things that I um really specialize in my business, with the whole
Mhm.
natural beauty, looking yourself. I love to just point out the feature that my client has. I love to accentuate those features.
Alright, Melanie, well, that's a good segue into the next part of this phase. We are live, and we're gonna really get barefaced because we are talking about barefaced vulnerability. I don't think I've ever been live barefaced, so let's do it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You probably go live without makeup because you're showing the before and you're doing makeup anyway. But we're
Yes,
doing the opposite. We have on makeup and we're removing it
we're removing it.
because we are
Yeah.
removing our mask. We are doing our anti-self-care. Well, I shouldn't say
Mhm.
anti-self-care because cleaning your face is self-care too.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You have to clean it. And, I feel like, the more I've been wearing makeup on my eyebrows, the thinner the eyebrows. I don't know, like, I feel like my eyebrows were thicker before I started wearing makeup, but I started wearing makeup on my eyebrows ever since I went natural when I would look at YouTube videos and see, like, "Oh, their eyebrows are thicker. Why are my eyebrows like that?"
Mhm,
And I'm like, "Wait, women put makeup on their eyebrows," so I started doing it.
mhm.
Oh my goodness, look at this different I'm looking at myself. You know how we always look at ourselves when we see,
Look, I have my mirror right here.
"Look
Yes.
at this. Oh, wow. There's such a big difference." Doctor Enjoy
Doesn't it
without
feel
her makeup.
good?
Huh?
Doesn't it feel good?
It feels good because this is a nice cooling feeling of the makeup wipe. It's a really
Yes.
good
It
but
feels
yeah,
free.
it feels good to be vulnerable. Like, I definitely feel vulnerable right now. Like, I naturally have oily skin.
Mhm,
And I always feel the need to put black powder on my nose everywhere before I see a patient. So,
mhm. You look great. You look great.
so do you. And I've seen you without makeup before because like you said, you feel very comfortable with it.
Yes, I feel so free. I feel free. I feel good.
I feel vulnerable. I can't lie.
You feel okay. Yeah, I've done this before. So you're right. On my YouTube channel, I will actually do my makeup on my YouTube channel. I would do get readies with me, and then at
Mhm.
the end of the day, I'll get unready with me. So
Oh, I love it.
I'm used to this. But like I said,
So,
I've been working on my skin, so I decided to put in the work because I didn't want that quote unquote temporary fix.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, it's temporary. We got to keep saying that.
Yes, I don't.
Well, I don't know if it's a quick thing to say, but what is your routine? Because like, sister's friend. 'Cause like I said, I'm recently getting into it, and my sister showed me her friend's routine and the products, what she uses. It was literally like 15 products, and that was just only her night routine.
So I
I was
will
like,
say
"What?"
so I will say this, it can be a lot, but it doesn't have to be a lot. Simplified skincare routine is really all you need. Um, I can vouch for, 5 plus items. However, I'm going back to the more simplified
Yeah.
version because a lot of people, they don't wanna take the time. They feel like their time is, valuable. They're trying to get in the bed or they're trying to go ahead and start their day by getting their day started. They don't wanna have to do a whole lot. So, I would say cleansing morning and night, most definitely. You can, do a toner morning and night. You wanna do a
Yep,
deep
toner.
clean. You
A
wanna
what cream?
day cream, like full sunscreen because you wanna protect yourself from the sun. You wanna
Oh.
do your moisturizer, and then at night, you wanna cleanse, you can do a toner, but then at night, you wanna do something to help renew the skin because your skin is going through a renewal process at night, and then you wanna make sure you use a moisturizer.
Yeah.
Well, make it simple, it
Oh,
doesn't
that's
have to be
important.
so complex, but if you want to target fine lines and wrinkles, then, implement a product that's gonna target fine lines and wrinkles. If you wanna target discoloration, just implement that product for discoloration or for your eyes. But I will say
Uh,
it is important to start with a good skincare routine early on, and
yeah. What's
then
early on? Because 'Cause I'm already 42.
on preteen teen.
Wait, what?
Preteen
It's
teen.
too late for that, Melanie.
So now we're talking in our 20s, 30s, 40s. You wanna go ahead and get a product that's gonna work for you.
I better hurry. I need to go back in the time machine. 'Cause
Ideally, starting with preteen, teen, and then
uh-huh.
going into your 20s, you
Yeah,
to implement, your eye cream.
yeah.
Then as you get older, yeah, you wanna start.
Start where you are. Yeah, and it's so important to talk about, beyond the makeup. The skin routine is so tied to joy because, the makeup, like you said, it's temporary. And if you're not taking care of your actual skin, maybe the makeup could be doing some damage to your skin, which really makes things worse and really
Great point.
creates the insecurities.
That is a great point because a lot
Mhm.
of people don't realize, yes, cosmetics can cause harm to your skin.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's so much that we can talk about when it comes to cosmetics and makeup because
Mhm.
not using the right type of makeup for your skin
Mhm.
cause damages to your skin.
Correct, correct.
In your makeup is damaging your skin.
Mhm.
Not
Yep.
properly cleansing is causing damage to your skin. Um, there's this thing, and I'm gonna try not to get too technical, but there's this
Mhm.
thing with HD makeup, and then there's also mineralized makeup.
Mm.
Those are 2 different things.
I don't even know.
HD
What's what?
makeup, television for film.
Ah, of course, okay.
That should not be like your everyday long wear type of makeup.
You sure? Because my BFF, the way her makeup be looking, it's like she a star every day.
That's not good, but
Uh-oh, she watching.
yeah, it's a lot of, chemicals that are in that type of product, but it's not supposed to be for everyday wear.
Gotcha. So when
That's
it mineralized, it seems like it's more breathable, it sounds
more
like.
breathable, yes, it's more
Gotcha.
breathable, and it's made from minerals, right?
Mhm.
Healthier for the skin. But
Yeah,
yeah, HD, that's for the big lights, that's for the bright lights, that's for television. That's when
makes
you
sense.
plug the camera so that it can transfer a certain type of way onto screen.
Gotcha, gotcha. Awesome. Oh my goodness. I mean, we could just keep talking. This has been amazing. So I ask all my guests, what has your personal journey to joy been like?
My personal journey to joy, like I said, has been going to get those facials.
Oh, okay, of course, it's time
I
to that.
forward to going get my facials because that's my moment. That's my moment where I know I'm working on myself. But
Right,
also, I like to have those self care moments. Like I said, whenever I'm coming in from church or a
okay.
special event, I'm running to take my face off
Yes.
because I now feel like, okay, I'm able to just be myself. Not that I wasn't myself out in public, but I'm really just being myself by letting my true authentic skin breathe. I'm breathing now. I'm able to just be free. But again, another step that I'm taking towards that is this year taking the time to learn about me, learning what triggers me. You know,
Yes.
learning why do I respond to certain things the way that I do. And it's been healing. It's been healing and
Yeah.
it's also been a work in progress as well.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
that is so awesome. It's so important to self-reflect and become self-aware so that you can just become a better you. And
Yes.
what I learned from this is that I'm gonna get some facials. So
Girl, go get your facials. Go get your facials because they feel so good. You won't believe what that my session is an hour. With that
Mm.
hour, I'm literally on that table and I'm asleep.
Ooh, I love it. Ooh, I'm gonna do that. Thank you. Yes.
And at the end, I'm a little sad when it's over because the esthetician, she will hand me the mirror and she's like, "Okay, take a look at your skin." And I'm like, "Oh, this was delightful. Oh, this was great." And I'm a little upset that it has to
It's
end, right?
over. Exactly. That's how self-care should be. It feels good. It gives you that joy, and it's long lasting because you know you're taking care of yourself, and you know you're gonna go back the next month or next week or something.
Exactly. I am scheduling
Yeah.
my appointment before I hit the door to leave from my current appointment. Absolutely.
Yes.
It's already booked.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Melly, for coming on. Thank you so much for all these beautiful, amazing comments for people who are on here. I really appreciate it. So they can find you at majesticknowingbeauty.com. You are a makeup artist, so I imagine they go there to book you, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. You can go to my website to book an appointment with me. I do makeup appointments, I do classes, I do shopping experiences, virtual and in person. I hold classes. I'm like one stop shop. You can go there and get some merch. Um,
Hey.
so all everything related to me, Majestic Knowing Beauty, you can go to my website. You can also find all of my social media handles via my website. Instagram is at MK Beauty. TikTok is at MK Beauty. YouTube, you can find me there at MK Beauty Secrets because I'm sharing some secrets.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just Facebook is also MK Beauty.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. And thank you for getting vulnerable with me. I feel so much better and confident.
I know. I do
I
too.
mean, it's why it's important to like love certain things. I love my cheekbones and I love my smile. So, like, it's like,
Yeah.
and my
You need
dimple.
to smile on, honey, smile.
Exactly. All right. Well, we're going to get going. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Melanie.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
You're welcome. This has been an Enjoy Life production. If you're in a crisis, don't hesitate. Call, text, or chat 988 for immediate support. Please note, this podcast is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional treatment. If you're looking for therapy or medication management through Enjoy Life, visit www.drenjoylife.com to request a consultation. I'm licensed in 12 states. I accept Aetna in Georgia, Florida, and Virginia. Be sure to grab your copy of the Enjoy Note to help you on your wellness journey. Also, check out Inspire Joy for the wife, mom, boss to help you balance it all without losing yourself. Better yet, get the full Joy bundle for just $45. Remember, Journey to Joy Live is every Thursday at 7 p.m. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, may you continue to transform stress into joy.